Washington Post actually said that I was a stealth attack on humanity. But really what this shows to me is that we desperately need this discussion, because it really is the discussion between wanting to feel good about the things that you do and actually making sure that you do good. And the feel good is not necessarily the same as do good. I run the Copenhagen Consensus Center, where we try to prioritize some of the world's biggest problems. Imagine trying to say, what are the impacts of doing something about HIV/AIDS on both people dying or not dying, but also the suffering, the lack of parents. Try to incorporate all of that and asking, so how much good will it do if you can avoid, for instance, HIV/AIDS? And likewise, if you deal with climate. I read an interview with an American economist saying things are getting better environmentally, and my immediate reaction was, right-wing American propaganda. But he sounded sufficiently serious that I thought it would actually be fun to debunk him. So we looked at all his data, and surprisingly, many of the things he said were actually right. The environmental parameters, certainly in the first world, are improving, not declining. There's definitely a global warming problem, and it's one that we need to fix throughout the 21st century. But the problem is, what we can do right now is actually fairly little at very high cost. In Denmark, we put up a lot of windmills in the 80s and 90s, and we felt incredibly good about ourselves. They were all inefficient. And now we've had to cut all of them down and put up new efficient windmills. And I'm simply saying, maybe we shouldn't put up the inefficient ones and just wait until they were efficient, and then we would do the whole thing. But that doesn't, that just doesn't feel right. We asked some of the world's top economists, what are the best places where you can invest money and do good for mankind? What they told us was prevent HIV/AIDS, prevent micronutrient malnutrition, ensure free trade, and make sure you combat malaria. Those are the 4 best things to do, where for every dollar you spend, you do somewhere between $10 and $40 worth of social good. It's a question of saying, did we invest wisely, smartly, actually helping our kids and grandkids, the Chinese and the Indians, an enormous amount? Or did we invest in something that was the topic of the day, but actually only did a little good?